If you want to learn something about God, shut your mouth and listen to me for a minute.
Many children healed. We've seen midgets grow. We've seen arms and legs that stop growing because the growth cells have stopped. Manda da basata. I don't make this stuff up.
Behold, the atheist's nightmare.
That's the power of the Holy Ghost!
Why do they teach every other theory in science except creation?
Warlocks are enemies of God.
No one's ever going to convince me that the Word of God is not true.
You know, if you put Jesus Christ first, that he'll look after all your bills.
And so the devil said, okay, it's a deal.
And if you want to tell me how to live my life, it better line up with the Word of God or shut your mouth.
I'm loaded. I'm pregnant with miracles.
What do you believe?
Send us the cash.
Welcome to the Bible Dumb Podcast. This is the podcast where two atheists read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. I am Davey Hell.
And I'm Jessie Hill.
And we're going to read some numbers.
Yay!
Yeah, we are into it. How was your week?
It was good.
Nice.
It was
Any
fun.
Bible-related stories this week from you?
No.
I got one. It's
Oh.
It's my new guilty pleasure. Mr. Ted the Atheist on YouTube. He's this guy who rides around on an electric unicycle and goes to like college campuses and stuff where people have like their like Bible thumper booths set up, and he argues with them.
Do you think that's at like all college campuses, or is that just like
No, I think he just lives next to a
a
college
Bible
campus.
Belt thing?
Oh, I don't know. I bet it's all college campuses.
You think?
Yeah, because there's a bunch of young, easily influenced people that they can try to lie to. But it's a guilty pleasure because it's not like street epistemology where they're trying to like help people. He's just annoying them.
I like it.
He's kind of mean to them. It's a lot of fun to watch. But one of the things that kind of intrigued me was he kind of takes the same tact that I've talked about in the past of saying to them, like, why should I believe in this God you're telling me about when you can't even define what it is? Like, you can't even, like, give a definition of what a God is, let alone the God that you believe in. Like, what is it made of? How does it do the things it does? Where does it live? Like,
Well, I don't think they care about that question.
oh, they
'cause-
certainly don't care, but it does frustrate them when he asks them.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've brought up the book a couple times, Cultish.
Mhm.
That book I listened to, where it talks about that, about how these words that they use, like God, are just propaganda words. They don't really mean anything. They're just there to kind of deceive you and make you go along with what they're saying. Interesting stuff. But a lot of times when they're ready to end the conversation because they've had enough and are super frustrated, they just start asking him about his unicycle. It's their attempt to always change the subject. It's funny. So shout out to Ted the Atheist.
Keep on riding.
Keep riding. Listen to the Bible Dumb podcast. Maybe you'll enjoy the Bible. And I don't know.
He won't-
Maybe not.
we won't enjoy it. We're not enjoying it.
No. It is fun to talk about, though. All right. Oh, and also shout out to our new listener, Carrie, I think her name is. I don't have it in front of me, but contacted her, or didn't contact her, I talked to her a little bit on a vegan live stream, and she checked out the podcast, which is super cool. She's been like commenting and stuff, which is nice. All right, chapter 29. And in the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work. It is a day of blowing the trumpets unto you. I'm guessing this is God speaking. Sounds like God. Laying down some laws.
Maybe.
You got to blow trumpets on a special day. first day of the 7th month, July 1st, Trumpet Day.
Sounds good.
Oh no. My hellhound is getting all wrapped up in the wires.
So, do we need to be reading this God voice?
Yeah, I think we need to do God voice.
And ye shall offer a burnt offering for a sweet savour unto the Lord. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year without blemish. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals for a bullock, and 2/10 deals for a lamb, and 1/10 deal for a lamb throughout the 7 lambs. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering to make an atonement for you, beside the burnt offering of the month, and his meat offering, and the daily burnt offering, and his meat offering, and their drink offerings, according unto their manner, for a sweet savour, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord.
That was some stupid word salad.
Mm-hmm.
Made no sense. But, yeah. Are we still talking about the celebration? Is that why they're killing all these animals?
I don't know.
Okay.
And ye shall have on the 10th day of the 7th month a holy convocation, and ye shall afflict your souls. Ye shall not do any work therein. But ye shall offer a burnt offering unto the Lord for a sweet savour, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year. And they shall be unto you without blemish. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals to a bullock, and 2/10 deals to 1 ram.
It just said the exact same fucking thing over again. This whole chapter is him saying the same thing over again.
Davis, no.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know if there's a way to get through this. All right, here we go.
We're getting ready for July 1st.
I guess that's what we're doing. I don't know.
Okay.
No, this is the 10th day of the 7th month. So now we're on day 10. We got more killings.
Is this like a party all July
shit, this
long?
is like the same shit for like every day of the month? Well, not every day, but... Alright, because the next part, it says, and on the 15th day of the 7th month ye shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work. It's like every 5 days. And you keep a feast unto the Lord, and you do all the burnt offerings. We're just going to kind of do it this way. Goats and lambs and all that shit. And on the 2nd day ye shall offer 12 young bullocks.
Wait, what day?
The 2nd.
So we're going back.
Well, maybe it's the 15th is a 2-day celebration. And this time it's 14 lambs.
Where are you getting all these lambs?
I don't know. That's every person. Every person.
I mean, I
in
guess we just
Israel has to do 14 lambs, or is it just
no,
14
it's gotta be a
total?
family. Oh, I was thinking per family.
Not per like the whole tribe.
It might be.
This is so stupid.
I mean, I don't know what else you're gonna eat, so maybe it's
Mana
per tribe.
All right. It's all the same shit. If anybody's wondering, it's kill some bullocks, some rams, some lambs, according to their number, after their manner, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, a burnt offering, and a meat offering thereof, and their drink offerings. And on the 3rd day, 11 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs, of the first year without blemish, and their meat offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks and the rams. For the lambs shall be according to their number after their manner, 1 goat. And on the 4th day, 10 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the
I think
first
it
year.
forgot that it was like skipping every 5 days, and now it's just
Now
going
it's just doing every day.
daily. Yeah.
They like tried every 5 days, and then there wasn't enough food.
Damn it! Yeah. I'm like, damn it! What day were we on? It doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna be listening.
Yeah, it's funny. I do love how they like to pretend that this is like, oh no, it's a sacrifice. Like, that's why they're killing these animals. It's like they're their property, that they, their worldly possessions, that's how they lived, and they're sacrificing it. They're making a personal decision to do without, to worship their God. It's like, no, they're not. They're just eating this shit. That's why there's all this flour and oil and sweet savors everywhere. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with
No.
like them like doing without anything.
The priests are eating this.
Yeah. Someone's
Yeah.
eating it.
Definitely. They would be doing the herbs
Yeah.
and having the fancy olive oil.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I'm not buying
They've even
your...
got their charger plates.
Yeah. Their fancy silverware. All right, so they do the same shit on the 5th day, and then they do the same on the 6th day.
Have we ever looked at the holidays? Like, are they all spaced out appropriately so that the priests could have a good feast and restock their cabinets
Must be.
like every couple months?
Yeah, because wasn't the... in April, wasn't... I think it was the April where it was Passover.
Yeah.
And then now it's
Now we're
July, a couple
July.
months later,
Mhm.
maybe.
They're like, pantries are getting bare. We better
Yeah.
better have
Better
another offering.
curse some people and blame them for something. Make them do a sin offering. And I'm just going to spare the listeners. If you're wondering, it is the exact same shit. It's bullocks, rams, and lambs for every day. But they do the same on the 7th day. And then they do it on the 8th day. And I'm just skimming to make sure we don't miss anything important. Yeah, 8 days. That's the last one.
These things ye shall do unto the Lord in your set feasts, beside your vows and your freewill offerings, for your burnt offerings, and for your meat offerings, and for your drink offerings, and for your peace offerings.
And Moses told the children of Israel according to all that the Lord commanded Moses.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry for you completists that really wanted me to read every day of what they were killing, but I couldn't do it. Chapter 30. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, wait, what's that? So they can basically, like, when we finish and we finally finish Revelation, and we're like, we're done, we did it, we read the Bible. They can be like, you're taking it out of context because you didn't read the 7 days of sacrifices in Numbers. Chapter 29. We just shot ourselves in the foot.
Nobody read it. Nobody read it.
Okay, and he said, this is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. If a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. Did you catch that?
There's a lot of outs there. One, my dad doesn't have to hear me. Easiest one.
What? Just like you just vow outside of earshot of your dad?
Yeah.
And you're like able to do whatever you want?
Yeah.
I guess so. Maybe that's why the dad has to walk women down the aisles so he can hear that vow. And she has to stick to it. But if a man vows a vow unto the Lord, if he swears to God, his soul is bound. All right.
What kind of vows are we talking about here?
I'm just guessing just like it's if you just swear something, like just swear to God. That's probably where that term comes from. Because it says if you swear to the Lord, then you got to do it. It's not like if you just swear. And then you could just break your word all day. But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth not any of her vows, or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul, shall stand, and the Lord shall forgive her, because her father disallowed her.
Okay. I don't know. I don't understand what this is
I
for.
don't know either. I guess you just don't have just vow out of earshot of your dad, and the Lord will forgive you.
It's pretty easy.
And if she had at all a husband when she vowed, or uttered aught out of her lips wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vows shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and the Lord shall forgive her.
Okay.
So I guess for your promises to have any weight, they have to be made in front of your husband.
Mm-hmm. And then he has to decide whether you can
Yeah,
do away with them or
whether
not.
it's true or not,
Okay.
or whatever. But every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her. They had divorce?
Read that again.
It says, but every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her. So, like, your vows count if you're a widow or you're divorced.
I guess they had divorce.
What do you know?
Weird.
And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, and disallowed her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband hath utterly made them void on the day he heard them, then whatsoever proceeded out of her lips concerning her vows, or concerning the bond of her soul, shall not stand. Her husband hath made them void, and the Lord shall forgive her. Every vow and every binding oath to afflict the soul, her husband may establish it, or her husband may make it void. But if her husband altogether hold his peace at her from day to day, then he establisheth all her vows, or all her bonds which are upon her. He confirmeth them, because he held his peace at her in the day that he heard them. But if he shall any ways make them void after that he hath heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity. These are the statutes which the Lord commanded Moses between a man and his wife, between the father and his daughter, being yet in her youth in her father's house.
So are these all the rules that the new trad wives are following?
Yeah, I hope so. Like, if you're gonna, like, commit yourself to this bullshit, you have to do everything it says. Can't just do halvesies. Chapter 31. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. Afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people.
We're off to Oregon?
I guess so. Why is all this, like, fucking rules about making promises, and then it's just like, back to war? And Moses spake unto the people, saying, Arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge the Lord of Midian.
Yeah.
This is Sparta! Of every tribe 1,000 throughout all the tribes of Israel shall ye send to the war. So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe, them and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar the priest, to the war, with the holy instruments and the trumpets to blow in his hand. And they warred against the Midianites, as the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew all the males.
Wow.
Wonder why they just killed the males.
I did not, when I thought of the Bible, did not picture Moses
Being like
leading
a
people off
warlord.
to war.
Yeah. The warlord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the, like, fourth or fifth, like, place that they've rolled in on and just, like, killed everyone and burned everything to the ground.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, how they describe, like, roving barbarians in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And they slew the kings of Midian. And they slew the kings of Midian beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi and Rechem and Zur and Hur and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also the son of Beor they slew with the sword, Oh, not Balaam.
Oh, he was the
Yeah.
fortune teller guy.
He was the guy that was trying to get the other dude to come
Uh-huh.
like curse him because they were coming for him.
Oh,
Yeah, he was the
Oh.
king that was like,
He was the
dude,
king.
help.
yeah,
Yeah.
the king of the little fortune teller guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
He didn't make it out.
he didn't listen. He should have listened. The guy told him there were
I
too
know.
many.
He told him run the hell away.
Yeah.
And the children of Israel took all the women of the Midian captives, and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle, and all their flocks, and all their goods. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire.
Amen.
I feel the Holy Spirit moving me.
I feel so good right now.
My soul
I
is
am
replenished.
on the right side.
Yeah. And they took all the spoil and all the prey, both of men and of beasts. And they brought the captives and the prey and the spoil unto Moses and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by Jordan near Jericho.
You know what's even more sad?
What?
That it's easy for us to laugh about this because we don't think it's true. I mean, I'm sure stuff like this happened, but we don't think this specific story is true. There are a lot of people who think it's truly true,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just okay with it.
Yeah. This is the problem with people who say that morals come from God. It's just like God told them to do it, so it's okay.
Speaking of Jericho,
Yeah.
I know somebody named Jericho.
Really?
Yeah. And I had a spoiler one time
Oh, no.
where this person isn't a favorite person to a lot of people.
It's not your favorite person?
No, nor to a lot of people.
Okay. That's an interesting way to put that, but I'll stay with it.
And so somebody goes, "Oh, well, yeah, their name is perfect." And me and a couple other people were like, what are you talking about? They're like, Jericho, they think everything revolves around them.
Mm.
And so that's it. I was like, she's like, straight from the Bible, and I was like, oh, I was thinking in my head, spoiler.
You should have yelled spoilers. That would have been hilarious.
Then this week, that was a while ago. I forgot about that. Then this week, I was messaging with this Jericho person, and another girl goes, "Oh, is she taking care of that?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me talk to her." And she's like, "How do you say her name?" And I was like, "Jericho." And I thought, maybe you're not a Bible person.
Mm.
If you don't know how, if you've never seen Jericho or don't know how to pronounce it, maybe I have a fellow non-Bible person.
Yeah. It'd be nice.
I didn't ask, but I thought, red flag.
Green flag.
Green flag, yeah.
Weird. I was assuming Jericho was a man's name.
This is a female person.
Named
Mhm.
Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
That's a strange name.
Yeah.
Interesting. Especially since it's a place
Yeah.
in the Bible.
I did not know it was a place till I got a spoiler.
And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the princes of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host, with the captains over thousands and captains over hundreds which came from the battle. Oh, why is Moses mad? And Moses said unto them, Have ye saved all the women alive?
Shut up.
He's mad that they didn't kill the women and children. Behold, these caused the children of Israel throughout the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor, and there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. Yeah, so then the Lord was mad that they didn't kill everybody, so he plagued them.
Wow.
Now, therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. kill every male child. Pro-life book right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Numbers 31:17. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him.
And my guess is because it would be unknown yet. Like, she could be pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Yeah, they got to keep their bloodline pure.
Yeah, just in case she's, 4 weeks pregnant. Do away with all of them.
Mm-hmm. But all the women children that have not known a man by lying with them, keep alive for yourselves.
Okay. Oh, that's disgusting. Also, how do they know?
I thought that earlier, but I was too grossed out to ask. I don't want to know. I mean,
This is disturbing.
You know, we've talked like before about how like people have like they hold up the signs that just say like John 3:16, and they have like some random Bible
Yeah.
quote. Like this is the one to do.
Yeah.
Just Numbers 31:17 through 19.
Yeah, that's
Numbers 31:17. Like that's what we should make stickers of and put all over the place so
Mhm.
people can look it up and be like, huh?
Wait,
What's this?
kill all the little ones?
Yeah.
All the little boys?
So stupid.
Ugh.
So crazy. It's just nuts. Like, what do they do when they get to this part? Like when they're reading?
I don't know.
Like the cognitive dissonance of Christians has got to be so huge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. But this is not this has nothing to do with religion. This has nothing to do with morals. This is a war story.
Oh yeah. I mean,
What does this do?
it is like for a couple chapters, and then you get a chapter of like fucking offerings and shit. But
Yeah. Okay.
Numbers is a war story, baby. That's why they counted them up. And do ye abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever hath killed any person, and whosoever hath touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day.
Oh, okay. Stupid me.
What?
Stupid. Of course it's religious because, yes, they're killing, but now they're about to make an offering and resolve themselves of the sin.
Oh, and then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Then
But
it
no,
doesn't
a sin is a
matter.
crime against God. Like, God, the sin was leaving people alive.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I don't know then. They're going to cleanse themselves. I guess
Yeah.
they're just going to cleanse
They're
themselves.
just going to go kill a
They-
bunch of people, and then they got to wash their hands afterward.
Yeah. And is that how they're
They're going to kill a whole bunch of babies. Like, this is like, yeah, I guess to maybe like help their conscience, I guess. I don't know. Because surely, like,
you can't come back from that.
I mean, there's a reason they left them live in the first place because they're just defenseless.
Yeah.
But now he's like, go kill the defenseless. And they're like, I don't know about that. And he's like, it's okay. Wash your hands when you're done. Go
Yeah.
stay out and do your like fake penance.
Mm-hmm.
Come back when you feel better.
Yeah.
When you forgot about all the screams of the children that you just slayed. And purify all your raiment, and all that is made of skins, and all work of goat's hair, and all things made of wood. No, they just don't want to get blood on their shit. They don't care. And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war which went to the battle, This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord commanded Moses. Only the gold and silver, the brass and iron, the tin and the lead, everything that may abide the fire, ye shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless it shall be purified with the water of separation, and all that abideth not the fire ye shall make go through the water. And ye shall wash your clothes on the 7th day, and ye shall be clean, and afterward ye shall come into the camp. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Take the sum of the prey that was taken, both of man and of beast, thou, and Eleazar the priest, and the chief fathers of the congregation, and divide the prey into 2 parts, between them that took the war upon them, who went out to battle, and between all the congregation. and levy a tribute unto the Lord of the men of war which went out to battle, 1 soul of 500, both of the persons, and of the beeves, and of the asses, and of the sheep. Take it of their half, and give it unto Eleazar the priest, for a heave offering of the Lord.
Whoa, they're going to heave the people. They're going to offer people too. It said, so like, I guess, okay, they took all of the prey, everything they stole, like the people, the cattle, everything. They divided it in 2 parts. Half of it goes to the warriors, and half of it goes to just the rest of the people, just the congregation. Of that tribute, 1 of every 5, it says, of both persons and beeves and asses and sheep, to give to the priest for a heave offering. So that a 5th of what they took, they're going to, I forget what you do with a heave offering, but they're going to fucking kill them.
Wow.
So, human sacrifice.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to meet anyone worse than Moses?
Let's see. Let's go over what all Moses has done. So, Moses, he was in Egypt.
I don't know if I want to go through it.
Yeah, we're going to go for real quick. We're going to talk about all the people he killed. So Moses was there in Egypt. He was in charge of Passover, where they killed the firstborn of every Egyptian.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if you can blame that on him or just on God, but we're going to put Moses with it. It's part of Moses' story.
I don't think God's saying anything. I think Moses is making all this up.
So Moses gets all the firstborn of Egypt. He goes to the mountain, talks to God, comes down, sees people worshiping a golden calf, tells them all to kill their neighbor. So everybody's got to kill one neighbor. So we'll just say that's like a few thousand. And then he's killed multiple Canaanites, Midianites, all the ites.
What about everybody that was complaining?
Oh, yeah, all the complainers.
What happened to the complainers?
His brother, Aaron. They got one of them got swallowed up by the earth.
Yeah.
A bunch of them, I think, got left out in the woods to starve.
I don't remember. Oh, no. They got so much food that they, got it shoved down their throat and they choked on it.
So much it came out their nose. I think a bunch of them burned alive, too. Didn't heaven's fire come down and burn them up?
Or did, the earth open and then swallowed them up in flames, I think.
I think they all burned. Yeah. I think he burned them up. And then,
after he did the chocolate cake scene from Matilda.
What?
You don't remember that?
Oh, yeah. We had to eat the whole thing. And then, and then he killed all the tribes, and now he's killing all the prisoners too, children. So yeah, he's a pretty bad guy. I don't know if we're gonna get anybody worse than Moses.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope not.
I mean, this is like thousands and thousands and thousands of deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty bad.
In the children of Israel's half, thou shalt take 1 portion of 50 of the persons, of beeves, of the asses, and of the flocks, and of all manner of beasts, and give them unto the Levites, which keep the charge of the tabernacle of the Lord.
And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. And the booty, being the rest of the prey which the men of war had caught, was 600,000 and 70,000 and 5,000 sheep, and 62,000 beeves, and 61,000 asses, and 32,000 persons in all, of women that had not known man by lying with them. 32,000 people that they've taken as slaves.
Yep.
Women. And the half which was the portion of them that went out to war was in number 300,007 and 30,500 sheep. And the Lord's tribute of the sheep was 615, and the beeves were 36,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 12. And the asses were 30,500, of which the Lord's tribute was 1. Oh, and the persons. They were 16,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 32 persons. So the Lord's tribute, are these the people they're offering? Just want to make sure. 16,000. Let's
Those
see
are
what they do with them.
Those are the people they killed.
Yeah. And
Were those
Moses,
the women and the young boys?
these, I guess, I'm not sure if the boys are included, but yeah, it's definitely the women. It just said that it was the women who had not known a man.
Mm-hmm.
So 16,000 of these. And Moses gave the tribute, and I love how they're mentioned last after the beeves and the asses. There's their, how much they're worth.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses gave the tribute, which was the Lord's heave offering, unto Eleazar the priest, as the Lord commanded Moses. And of the children of Israel's half, which Moses divided from the men that warred, now the half that pertained unto the congregation was 300,000, and 30,000, and 7,000, and 500 sheep, and 30 and 6,000 beeves, and 30,000 asses, and 516,000 persons. That was all in parentheses to make sure we remembered from 2 sentences earlier. Can't make this shit up. Even of the children of Israel's half, Moses took one portion of 50, both of man and of beast, and gave them unto the Levites, which kept the charge of the tabernacle of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the officers which were over thousands of the host, of captains of thousands, and captains of hundreds, came near unto Moses, and they said unto Moses, Thy servants have taken the sum of the men of war which are under our charge, and there lacketh not one man of us. We have therefore brought an oblation for the Lord, what every man hath gotten of jewels of gold, chains and bracelets, rings, earrings, and tablets, to make an atonement for our souls before the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of them, even all wrought jewels, and all the gold of the offering that they offered up to the Lord, of the captains of thousands and of the captains of hundreds, was 16,750 shekels. For the men of war had taken spoil, every man for himself. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and brought it into the tabernacle of the congregation, for a memorial for the children of Israel before the Lord. So they got paid as well. Oh boy. So I don't remember what they do with the heave offerings.
I looked it up, and it's given to the priests.
So it's just theirs. They're their slaves, or do they kill them? I want to know if the heave offering is like one that they burn, or what they do with that. Like, are they killing these 16,000 young women, or are they just giving them to the priests for slaves? Are they slave priest slaves now?
I mean, I don't. It doesn't say. It just the heave offering.
I guess it matters either way. It's super bad.
Yeah, it just says a separated portion. That was.
This is the yeet offering.
Just a portion that's reserved for the priest to use.
Okay.
It doesn't like specify if it's talking about people. I don't know if I feel like these people were killed, right?
They were either killed or just kept as slaves.
Maybe they were kept as slaves, because why would they? They're not gonna eat them.
That's true.
I was thinking they were giving to them these like corpses.
Well, yeah, they didn't go to war, so they didn't get any stuff.
Yeah.
So they had to get some spoils.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the priests get their take too. Wow, what
a
fucking crazy story.
This is comparing a lot of heave offering and wave offering. Have we gotten wave offering?
Yeah, that's the sweet savor.
Okay.
It's where they wave it around the room.
Yeah. This is so weird.
I don't know. I mean, we read about these offerings for like 7 episodes. We should have it down by now.
This is so stupid. This is difference between heave offering and wave offering. A heave offering receives its name from the motion used in the presentation where the priest use an up and down motion, lifting it up to the Lord and receiving it back from him. Likewise, the wave offering receives its name from the motion used when the priest presented the wave offering by a waving type motion.
So they have to lift up all these sheep
guess-
and stuff.
I guess so.
We've got to heave you up.
Up and down. Yeah.
This is so stupid. All right, so it's a good place to stop because I think we get different story next time. But holy shit, like I need to remember Numbers 31:17. Was it 17? Yeah. Now kill every male among the little ones.
Mm-hmm.
Next time I see a pro-life fucking protest, I'm gonna go hold up a sign.
Yeah. I support that.
So stupid. I am so disgusted by this story and the fact that people can read this and be like, "Meh."
Is this why people are like, well, that's why we follow the New Testament?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely why people avoid the Old Testament, I guess. They say, oh, God used to be
Vengeful.
a vengeful God, yeah. But then he came down and experienced godlyhood as a man, and then he learned his lesson. I don't know.
Is that what Jesus did?
Yeah, that's Jesus. Spoilers.
Huh.
Bible dummies, thanks for joining us. I'm going to close up the old Bible, stare upon the loving face of watercolor Jesus, and think about the children that were murdered. Stay dumb.
Stay dumb.